So Dad came home from respite on Friday. It was actually like a really nice day. And then things have got a little bit samey over the weekend. It's becoming a bit of a pattern. Friday comes, he's finally got his weight down, and then he's feeling good. Saturday and Sunday he'll start to pull weight back on again, to a point where he's feeling really shit on Sunday afternoon, and then Monday we have to work to get it all back down again. His nurse doesn't come on the weekends to give him an IV diuretic. He has to take the tablets, and they don't kind of work as well. But another thing that happens every weekend is he goes out with his friends. He always comes back shattered and putting weight on. Today he hit a wall about 7 o'clock, and it really looked like he hit a wall. His friend dropped him back, and then he sat in a chair for a while, and then he was just like, I gotta go to bed, and wasn't handling anything at all. He's now in bed. I'm gonna go and check on him before I go to bed. But after having 3 or 4 days off and then coming back for 2 or 3, Dad wanted to talk to me. He offered again to if he can find a place with a single room to go into a home, because he said he could feel tension in the house with me, which is, I guess, fair enough. There definitely is. Looking after Dad takes a lot of time and energy, and while I'm totally happy to do it, this is going to sound horrible, but I only expected to be doing it for a certain amount of time. Either he would deteriorate to a point where he'd have to go into the home, or he wouldn't be with us anymore. I just had a bit of a look. It was the 15th of May when he came to my house. It's now the end of September, and that's like 5 months. Now, we got told really early on it was days to weeks, and we got told a couple of months ago that it was days to weeks, and it's really hard to operate on that time frame. I'm in no way hoping my dad carks it. It's just that unknowing of when things will start to become normal again. A couple of months ago, when we looked at Kirsty going away, in my mind, well, it'll probably all be over at that stage, and maybe I'll go somewhere else for a couple of days. And as it got closer, it was more like, well, God, I hope it doesn't ruin Kirsty's time away. And then just before she went, I was like, oh, well, what if he goes while she's away and she has to come home? So I think this uncertainty is kind of getting me down a little. And it feels now that he's back from rehab, I'm really noticing how kind of drained my batteries were, because I didn't get enough time to recharge them. So I've kind of gone from having heaps of energy and then it kind of slowly going down. And I reckon, we got to a point where it was going down pretty quick. And then the time off was just like a plateau instead of a recharge. And it was on the way back up again. But instead of going up, it's just leveled off, and now it's down again. And even though I don't want to dump everything on her, it'll be really handy when Kirsty comes back. And, I don't know my limits in this. This is all kind of new for me as well. And the screws keep getting tightened, so he'll get an infection, or he'll stub his toe, or, there's a billion things going on. And each time it's kind of like more and more weight. And then you kind of look back to where you were 5 months ago, when you were like, I really wasn't ready for this amount of work, both in terms of intensity and length of time. And I don't know what the answer is. Me taking time off isn't an option. I'm getting a lot of support at the moment. I guess this is my thing for the time being.